All right, guys, so I am ready to show you what I am working for, and I want you to hold me accountable for this week. Alright, so I've got a lot to do today. It's Sunday and I have to post this video, and I've got my hair clipped up and I want to take it down and alright. So what I'm going to do is we're going to get into the things that I'm going to be working on this week that I'm going to have you guys hold me accountable for. So I figure if I go ahead and videotape this particular basket that I'm doing stuff out of, I will be more self-conscious about getting it finished. So that's what I'm going to show you guys this week. This is going to be my projects in the works. What I'm going to be working on right now. There's my desk I normally film from, but I'm sitting on the couch. But anyway, okay, so let's get into it, and I will show you guys exactly what I'm going to be working on this week, or what I'm working on today, following this week, and what I was working on a little bit last week, and hopefully I'll get some of this stuff finished by the end of the week. I don't know. I know I'll get the black and pink sweater finished this week, but anyway, so let's get into it, and I will show you what I'm working on. All right, so this was the view that I tried to get in the other video. So here are all the little beginning rounds that I found. It's 16 double crochets, and I did it in a magic circle instead of a chain 2. But yeah, so now I'm going to take the time to use my scrap yarns to put the second round on it and see how far I can get with just the scrap yarn that I have. I've created a bigger mess. I found more squares that I was working on, but it doesn't have the extra border on it like the ones are that I'm working on now. Got a little bit further, and I got 1, 2, 3, the 4th round on that. It's going to have 5 to 6 rounds. The 5th round will be where I square it off. And I found a couple more scrap balls to work with, but oh, the progress. I think what I'm going to do is go ahead and use the rest of these little tiny, the two rows and the single rows that I've got left. I'm going to go ahead and put on the 3rd row, and then I'm just going to pack most of it up and then set it aside for now until I get some more scrap balls. Alright, so here is what we've got so far. I just have a few of those first circles to work with. My scrap yarn there, some scrap yarn there. I've got these stacks are rows 2 and 3. These stacks row 2. So yeah, so far not so bad. Not sure what I'm going to do with them when I get done, but at least I'm working with these to get them gone. There's just too many of them. Just for reference, I've got my neck piece on. I've got 2 neck pieces. I've got one that I adjust for when I'm working like with my hands in front of me, but this one is supposed to go out like this. Now let me show you, because the phone, this is what I was talking about. I love these devices, but as soon as I let go of it, that's what happens. It drops because the phone is so heavy, and these cannot hold heavy. There's Ramsey. Hey, what are you doing? Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to show you guys that. But anyway, so I told you guys I was going to work on the strap for this one, and I finally, let me get it turned around because I'm holding this with my hand. I finally got the strap done. I kind of tied it on there. I've got to stitch it together, and then once I get it stitched together, I'm going to have it stitched on the other side. And then I went ahead and did a half double crochet around the edging of it, and then I will keep you guys posted once I get the handle attached. So I had a request for a pink and black sweater, and this is where I am at. Oops, I am using I can't see what size that is because I'm blind, so that's what size hook I'm using. And this is where I've gotten so far. I'm doing the middle black, and then a really fuzzy bumpy, it's called Melody, I believe, is this yarn, and then a combination of a speckled black with a salmon pink, and then black, and then the the baby pink, and I'll show you. This is the other part. This is what I'm using for the speckled black. It's an ice yarn. And I don't think it's, hang on. Nope, it doesn't say. Of course, Ramsey's got to be there to help me. Let's see if it's in there. Nope, I can't see it. Alright, well, anyway, so that's the speckled black that I'm using, and I'm pairing it with this Enchanted. It's like a salmon pink. It's by Dark Horse Yarns. They don't even make this anymore. I got this whole pack for $1 from Discount Yarns when they used to be. I think they're still in business, but they don't have, I don't think they have the dollar yarns like they used to. And then the bumpy pink that I'm using is this one, which I need to go ahead and open up another skein. This is the one that's called Melody. Dark Horse Yarns. And I'll show you what it looks like. Oh, hang on. Okay, so this is what it looks like. I'll put it on Ramsey. It's got bumpies on it. And I think I've given some away in the giveaway. But as long as you use a big needle, it's not too bad to work with. You just have to crochet with it loose. You can't really do a tighter stitch with it because it won't pull through very well. But yeah, there's the bumpies and the fuzzies. So I'm working with it by itself. But it's on a rope string, so it's not. I did it again. I thought this was a deep purple. And he goes, I said, this is the purple, right? She goes, no, it's gray. I said, gray? Are you sure? Come on. She said, no, it's gray. So luckily I saved the label on this one. Looking at it. Sure enough, that it's called granite. I said, dang it. Yeah, it's granite. This is Karen Cake's Cloud. I think that's what it's called. Anyway, it's like, it feels so soft. It's like butter. So I'm making a 4 square granny sweater. I can't wait to show you guys what it's going to look like. This is what I'm working on for the month of May. Yay! Alright, so I also have this project that I'm working on. It is I'm doing a V-stitch. It is going to be a tank top. Needle, and this is the size needle that I'm using. Let's see, I think it's a 5.5 millimeter. Yes, 5.5 millimeter. I like this because it's got the little grippies on it. It's rubber. It's nice grippies. So this is Baltic Aloric. I don't know what the colorways is. I'm assuming they are shades of mauve. But the preface is I make 2 panels. Sorry guys, I'm doing you on my neck piece. I'm doing 2 panels. They're going to be one continuous strip that I'm going to pull around. Then I'm going to stitch up on the sides to make the armhole. And then I will stitch the bottoms together. It's going to be a V-neck in the front and the back when I get it together. And then I'm going to put ribbing after I sew it together. I'm going to do ribbing all the way around the bottom. And it depends. I may end up making more of these stitches down if I want to extend it into like a not necessarily a dress, but a really longer shirt. And then I'll do ribbing on the side. So that's what I'm working on there. This whole piece was only 1 ball of yarn. So that's pretty good. I'm starting on my 2nd ball of yarn to continue it on the back. So I have that going on that I'm working on this week. I am going to finish that other sweater though first before I work any more on this. So you guys are going to be holding me accountable. Let's see. Also in this tote that I'm going to be working on this week is I'm making some very large granny squares. Let me go get the other ones that I've got. Okay, so this is the color. This is what I was talking about before. It's actually gray, and I thought it was like maybe a deep purple, but it's actually a gray. And it's Karen Cloud Cakes. This is not the color that I'm working with here. This is what I'm going to add to it because I didn't have another one of this color. So how this is going to work is I've got, these are going to be the sleeves on the sweater. So I've got my sleeves done, and it is, I did just a granny square, normal granny square stitch, 16 rounds. Those are going to be the sleeves. Now I'm working on the front and the back panels, and what I'm going to do is work with this gray and then interchange with this, and then I'm going to piece it together, and then I'm going to do some trim either on the sleeves. I don't know if I'm going to leave the sleeves the way they are, but I know I'm going to put this on the trim around the bottom of the sweater when I get it done. But so yeah, so that's what I'm working on there. I'm working on the front and the back panels, so that is something I'm working on. And the needle I'm using is, I can't see. I tried to black it out so that I could see what size that is, but maybe I can see it if I put it up here. Wait, let me put on my specs, and maybe I can see. Well, it's not going to focus in. Oh, there we go, maybe. There we go. Did it focus in? It did. I still can't see it. I still can't see what size that is. Anyway, you guys want to tell me in the comments, that's fine. Alright, so you're holding me accountable. I'm going to be working on that. So I guess next week I'll be giving you an update on the progress on that. Now, if I can get to it, I have this project in my bin that I'm working on. This is something it's a work in progress as I go. And if I'm not mistaken, I believe, okay, so with this one, I am working with, I think it's Carnival yarn, if I'm not mistaken. Is that upside down? Let's see. Yep, it's upside down. This is from Hobie. This is Carnival yarn. And I think, let's see, does this have the colorway on it? It's a 100% acrylic. There's the specs. Between what size needle is that? Like a 4 or 4? I'm using a, what am I using? I'm using a, am I using a 5? No, I'm using a 4.5. That's what they recommend. Because it's on the thinner side. But it's a pretty yarn. It's really, really pretty. I like it. It's like blues and greens and creams, I think. Is that what it is? There's a name for it. I'm going to figure out where the name is. I don't know. Let's see. Color. It's a number. It's color number 2. So if you guys go to Hobie, it'll show it to you. I think it tells the colors there. So it's number 2. So I've got quite a few in my bin. Let's see, I've got 1, 2. I've got 2 more that I can work with that. But I'm doing this as I go. So let me show you what I've got so far. I'm doing, like, I'll do one panel, and then whatever stitch I'm doing on there, I'll do it on the other panel because I don't want to forget what stitches I'm working on for each panel. And this is another hexagon sweater. But it's not the typical calf. It's not the typical campfire. It's not the granny stitch at all. So, let's see, that's the top. Did I already put the top together? I did. I guess I already finished the sleeves. Okay, so I've already put the sleeves together. Well, okay. So I guess I'm making this smaller. But anyway, so I started out just doing, I think, half double crochets, and then I added some texture by putting front post, back post, then half double crochet, 4 rows of half double crochets, and then front stitch, back stitch, a couple rows of that, and then 4 half double crochets, and then I finished it off with I don't know what I did there. See, that's why I was doing it in pieces. So I did one there, and then I'm doing the other one the exact same way. Did I already put the sleeves together? I did already put the sleeves together. Okay. Well, there you go. So now I guess I'm working on what I'm going to do next. Oh, the sleeves. That's what I'm working on now. I'm working on how I'm going to do the sleeves. I think I'm doing half double crochet, chain one, half double crochet. So I'm doing like a half double crochet moss stitch on that. So I'm working on the sleeves on that one. So I haven't touched this one in a while, which is why I'm showing it to you guys now. And hopefully I might be able to get to that soon. But that's in the bucket. That's in the works. So these are the ones that I'm working on now. The pink sweater is being worked on as we speak. So I'm not going to touch it for a while. I mean, I'm not going to touch these for a while until I finish the pink sweater. I will finish the pink sweater and I will show you that when I'm done with it. And I've already put in the progress. But yeah, so these are the things that I'm working on in this bucket. And I have like 2 or 3 buckets. But this is what I'm going to be working on this week, and I will let you guys know how I'm doing.